Welcome to District Command Central, your go-to source for the latest news and updates on the Washington Commanders. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell, so you never miss a play. The sports world is buzzing with a move that could completely reshape the defensive landscape in the league. And all eyes are now on the Washington Commanders after the shocking trade that brought Devin Lloyd to their roster. Sources close to team insiders suggest that negotiations had been ongoing for weeks, with whispers about salary cap maneuvers, player exchanges, and draft pick considerations filling locker rooms and social media feeds alike. Fans and analysts alike have been dissecting every snippet of information, trying to understand the strategy behind this headline-grabbing decision. Devin Lloyd, known for his relentless pursuit, instinctive coverage, and ability to make game-changing plays, is not just a player but a force that can redefine how a defense operates. The Commanders' management, according to rumors circulating among trusted insiders, were willing to move significant pieces and take calculated risks to land Lloyd, highlighting how serious they are about upgrading their defensive cores. Analysts have been debating endlessly about the implications of this trade, considering how Lloyd's presence could influence schemes, matchups, and even locker room dynamics. The market for elite linebackers has always been tight, making this acquisition feel like a seismic shift rather than a routine roster adjustment. The chatter around the trade doesn't stop at just the players involved. There is speculation about how the Commanders are planning to integrate Lloyd into their existing system. Sources suggest that defensive coordinators have been mapping out formations that leverage Lloyd's versatility, imagining him blitzing off the edge, covering tight ends, and dropping into zone coverage with fluidity that few linebackers possess. Rumors indicate that there might be adjustments to the team's depth chart, with other linebackers being repositioned to accommodate this new talent while still maintaining a balanced rotation. Fans online have been dissecting tape of Lloyd's past performances, highlighting his instincts, tackling technique, and ability to read quarterbacks, suggesting that he could elevate the entire defensive unit. Some insiders hint at behind-the-scenes conversations, where coaches debated the long-term vision, weighing immediate impact against future flexibility. Social media buzz is rife with speculation about how this move positions the Commanders in the context of a championship run, with pundits claiming that acquiring a player of Lloyd's caliber could send a message to the league that the team is serious about contention. The story is gaining momentum, and even casual observers are drawn into the frenzy, imagining scenarios where Lloyd makes decisive plays in critical moments. There's also a growing narrative about the personal journey of Devin Lloyd and how this trade might represent a turning point in his career. People close to the player have hinted at his excitement to join the Commanders, speaking to the appeal of the team's culture, leadership, and ambition. Rumors suggest that locker room chemistry and mentorship opportunities played a significant role in the decision, with Lloyd eager to be part of a squad that prioritizes intensity and accountability. Analysts speculate that his presence could influence younger players, offering guidance on preparation, film study, and mental approach to the game, creating a ripple effect that extends beyond statistics and highlights. Discussions in sports circles are not just about what Lloyd brings on the field, but also about the intangibles: leadership, communication, and the ability to energize a defense that may have struggled with consistency in past seasons. Betting circles, fantasy leagues, and casual fans are all picking up on these whispers, trying to gauge the broader impact on standings, rivalries, and playoff projections. The intrigue deepens when insiders hint at possible ripple effects on draft strategy, as adding Lloyd might allow the Commanders to shift focus in upcoming rounds, emphasizing complementary pieces rather than marquee acquisitions. The excitement is palpable, and the rumor mill shows no signs of slowing down as fans and media dissect every angle. The complexity of the trade itself has sparked debate across analyst panels, with some emphasizing the audacity of the move and others questioning long-term sustainability. Rumors circulating suggest that the Commanders parted with multiple draft picks and possibly a veteran player, which has fueled speculation about the strategic gamble involved. Fans have been poring over cap sheets, contract details, and potential future transactions, trying to decipher whether the trade strengthens the team immediately or introduces risk for seasons to come. Discussions extend to team culture and fit, with insiders suggesting that integrating a high-profile linebacker like Lloyd could shift defensive philosophy, influence play calling, and even redefine the identity of the unit. There are whispers that coaches are already adjusting practice routines, highlighting simulated matchups. To accelerate Lloyd's acclimation to the scheme, sports talk shows have lit up with debates, hypothetical scenarios, and heated takes, with some pundits arguing that this move could be the catalyst for a deep playoff run, while others caution about potential chemistry and injury concerns. The narrative is evolving rapidly, and the more it unfolds, the more analysts speculate about the ripple effects across the league and the perception of the Commanders as serious contenders. Social media has erupted with fan reactions, creating an ecosystem of speculation, memes, and viral commentary about Devin Lloyd's arrival. Rumors indicate that team-related hashtags are trending globally, with every fan imagining the impact on upcoming matchups. Some insiders have suggested that locker room dynamics are already subtly shifting, with veterans adjusting to the presence of a player who brings both talent and intensity. Debates over starting lineups, snap counts, and defensive calls dominate forums and podcasts, illustrating how a single trade can permeate every level of conversation. Analysts point to Lloyd's adaptability and high football IQ as factors that could make him a perfect fit, despite the rapid change, while critics wonder if the adjustment period will affect performance. Early in the season, there is also chatter about possible endorsement opportunities, media appearances, and the broader cultural impact, as acquiring a marquee player like Lloyd resonates beyond just game day. The excitement is not just on paper, it manifests in fan gatherings, online speculation, and the pervasive sense that the Commanders have altered the trajectory of their team in a very public way. The story continues to evolve as more insider details leak, keeping the sports community in a constant state of anticipation. Behind the headlines, rumors are swirling about the exact strategy the Commanders used to orchestrate this trade. Sources hint at a combination of cunning negotiation, timing, and leverage over contract structures that allowed them to make an offer difficult to refuse. Analysts speculate that team executives studied every conceivable scenario, projecting the long-term cap implications and potential roster shifts with painstaking detail. Insider chatter suggests that the coaching staff and front office were aligned in their vision, creating a rare sense of synergy in pursuit of a transformative player. Fans and media alike are dissecting the trade from every angle, debating whether this is a masterstroke of strategic planning or a high-risk gamble that could backfire. The rumor mill has also hinted at reactions from rival teams, some of whom may be considering counter moves, trades, or free agent signings in response to Lloyd's arrival. Meanwhile, sports journalists have noted the subtle signals in press conferences, practice sessions, and interviews that hint at how the team plans to fully leverage Lloyd's skills. This unfolding drama, part strategic chess match and part whirlwind of speculation, has captured the imagination of the football community and shows no sign of slowing down, making the Devin Lloyd trade one of the most talked about stories of the season. Even deeper in the rumor cycle, insiders are suggesting that the trade could have long-term implications beyond just the field. There is chatter about how Lloyd's presence might influence coaching decisions, draft strategies, and even future player acquisitions. Analysts are debating the potential shift in team identity, imagining scenarios where Lloyd becomes the cornerstone of a defense built around speed, versatility, and aggressive playmaking. Fans are speculating about how rival offenses will adjust, whether quarterbacks will need to rethink passing schemes, and how receivers will adapt to a new defensive threat. Discussions are not only focused on immediate impact, but on the evolution of team culture, leadership dynamics, and locker room influence. Some rumors suggest that this acquisition could inspire other high-profile players to consider joining the Commanders, seeing a commitment to winning and a proactive approach to building a competitive roster. The excitement around Lloyd's arrival is tangible, permeating media, fan discussions, and analyst chatter, creating a sense of anticipation that goes beyond ordinary transactions as whispers continue to circulate. The Devin Lloyd trade remains a captivating story that dominates the football conversation, keeping fans, pundits, and insiders glued to every emerging detail. The ripple effects of Devin Lloyd's arrival in Washington are already sparking endless speculation about how the Commanders will reshape their defensive identity moving forward. Rumors suggest that coaches are considering a complete reevaluation of their schemes, with Lloyd potentially serving as a hybrid linebacker safety, capable of covering tight ends in one play and crashing the line in the next. Insider chatter hints at extended film sessions, where defensive coordinators are poring over every snippet of Lloyd's past performance, trying to pinpoint how to exploit his unique instincts while integrating him seamlessly into existing rotations. Fans on social media are dissecting practice reports and leaks, imagining scenarios where Lloyd creates game-changing moments with his signature aggression and intelligence. Analysts are debating how this acquisition could alter the Commanders' approach to opponents, with some suggesting that Lloyd's versatility allows for more complex blitz packages, disguised coverages, and even trick plays designed to confuse quarterbacks. There are whispers that locker room dynamics are evolving, with veteran players intrigued by Lloyd's leadership style and younger players motivated by his relentless work ethic. The conversation is no longer just about a trade, it's about a transformation, one that could redefine the Commanders' defensive philosophy and set a precedent for how elite linebackers influence a team's long-term strategy. If you're enjoying the coverage, make sure to smash that like button and drop a comment with your thoughts on the Commanders' latest moves. We want to hear from you. Beyond the tactical implications, rumors indicate that Lloyd's presence could significantly impact the culture within the Commanders' locker room. Sources close to the team suggest that his professionalism, intensity, and approach to preparation are already setting a tone that reverberates among teammates. Analysts speculate that his influence might inspire players to elevate their own performance, creating an environment where accountability and focus are prioritized above all else. Social media chatter reflects this, with fans eagerly debating how Lloyd's leadership will affect team cohesion, morale, and even public perception. Some insiders hint that the coaching staff sees Lloyd as a bridge between veteran leadership and emerging talent, a figure capable of mentoring younger linebackers while simultaneously enforcing the standard expected of seasoned professionals. Rumors also swirl about potential off-field impacts, such as motivational initiatives, community outreach, and media engagement, where Lloyd could serve as a face of the team. The narrative is rapidly evolving, blurring the lines between speculation and strategic insight, and fans are eagerly absorbing every leak, interview, and hint that emerges. This is more than a roster adjustment. It's shaping up to be a cultural and tactical pivot that could reverberate across the league for years to come. The trade has also generated intense debate among rival teams, with rumors suggesting that several franchises are scrambling to assess their own rosters and potential responses. Insider chatter points to brainstorming sessions focused on defensive acquisitions, free agent signings, and strategic adjustments intended to counter the newfound threat posed by Lloyd. Analysts speculate that this move has sent a signal across the league. The Commanders are serious contenders, willing to make bold, high-stakes moves to elevate their competitive position. Social media feeds are flooded with hypothetical scenarios, with fans imagining matchups where Lloyd disrupts offensive game plans and alters the flow of critical games. Rumors suggest that some rivals might even consider future trades, draft adjustments, or creative schemes to mitigate the advantage that Lloyd brings. Sports commentators are dissecting every angle, debating whether the Commanders' gamble is genius or risky, while emphasizing that the real story extends far beyond statistics. It's about psychological impact, strategic perception, and momentum heading into high-pressure moments. The excitement and speculation surrounding this trade have created a narrative that extends far beyond Washington, making it one of the most talked-about moves in the league and ensuring that every game involving the Commanders will now carry an added layer of intrigue within the fan community. The buzz surrounding Lloyd's trade has reached near fever pitch, with online forums, podcasts, and social media platforms exploding with analysis, predictions, and heated debates. Rumors suggest that fans are envisioning scenarios where Lloyd's presence transforms not only the defense, but also the team's identity, inspiring confidence, aggression, and tactical versatility. Analysts have been breaking down tape, highlighting his speed, agility, tackling precision, and ability to read offensive formations in real time, suggesting that these attributes could make him a disruptive force in key matchups. Insider whispers point to adjustments in practice routines, new training regimens, and even altered team meetings, designed to accelerate Lloyd's assimilation into the Commanders' system. The discussion extends to draft strategy and salary cap management, with speculation that acquiring Lloyd could free the team to pursue complementary pieces or double down on defensive depth. Fan speculation even reaches into hypothetical playoff scenarios, imagining moments where Lloyd's instincts and athleticism shift the balance of tightly contested games. Every new leak, quote, or insight from insiders only fuels the conversation, creating an ongoing narrative where anticipation, excitement, and debate feed one another. The trade has not just altered the roster, it has transformed the conversation around the team, making the Commanders a focal point of league-wide attention. Thanks for tuning into District Command Central. Make sure to subscribe and follow us for all the Commanders news you need. Until next time, keep the faith and hail to the Commanders.